What's up, you guys? This is Shamanic Insight. So, lately my world's been opened up quantumly times 1,000, and I thought I might as well express or explain what a shaman is. First off, let me just say the word shaman means to know. So if you're someone that feels that you know your path, that knows your life, then you are already a shaman. It doesn't matter if you play basketball, play the guitar, sing, do art, if you're a businessman, a lawyer. None of it matters what path you're taking. What matters is who you are and who you choose to become through that path. Because there can be a corrupt politician, lawyer, just as there can be a corrupt shaman. It's all based off your values and what you hold to yourself at the end of the day. So as we're about to get into this, let's start with some breathing. Free breathing. So, sun's right here. Hello, sun. And as the sun's right here, it's hitting my face, giving me energy, diamond light energy, golden energy, whatever you might want to call it. So let's get into the first round. This breathing helps stimulate DMT, filling us with energy. Five, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, let out your breath. Now hold it. Now hold it in for 15, feel yourself filling with all of this diamond light energy, this golden energy. Let it fill you, fill your DNA with these codes, awakening you to your greatest version and your highest self. That was perfect. Okay, what's up, you guys? That was good breathing. So, shaman. I was not aware that I was a shaman until about age 18. And it's funny because my name is Shay, or O'Shea, so it's Shay Man. Shaman, Shay Man. And the more that I woke up to being what a shaman is, I just started to understand all these things, such as multidimensionality, multidimensional awareness. So I used to, as a kid, I would sense spirits in the dark. I'd feel whatever was in the dark, and it'd freak me out because I couldn't see it. It wasn't physical to me. Which later on I started to realize that I have the ability to sense spirits. As we're kids, we all have this ability. We create imaginary friends, or in Buddhism, they're called tulpas. And a tulpa is a spirit which you create, or it comes to you in order to help you throughout your journey. So as a shaman, these are the abilities in which we have. Multidimensionality means we can connect to any dimension. We have a 13 chakra system, 7 in the body, I believe like 4 above the head and then 3 below the feet. Each one is a dimension in which we can visit, because it as well, it's a lens of perception. And the more lenses of perception that you have awakened, your higher chakras, your lower chakras, all of them balanced, and you start to balance them along your journey, this is when you're coming in alignment with your true source, your true will, your divinity, and who you are. Because the higher chakras is your higher self. The lower chakras is your primal self and your lower nature. So what we're trying to do is not stay in the primal self, not want to fuck all the time, not want to eat all the time, these primal survival instincts, and as well not in the higher self where it's like I just want to meditate and be in this bliss. You must merge these two halves and see them as one. You must get rid of this duality and this perception of it, but at the same time understand that it still exists. Shamans are people that connect to spirits, but as well, you don't have to go talk to different spirits and go to different dimensions to be a shaman. You don't have to do shrooms to be a shaman, because what we're dealing with is the realm of imagination. How well are you able to imagine something? How well are you able to visualize something? Because a shaman, a magician, a witch, whatever you might want to call it, but an energy user has can have a full range of perception. So I started off only being able to see through my 2 eyes, right? But then as I cultivated my mind's eye, I started to awaken different faculties that helped me to understand that what we live in is like a multidimensional reality. So if we live in a multidimensional reality, then that means I lost my train of thought. Let's just do second breathing. Round 2, guys. Okay. Last breath. Now hold it for 15. Now release all the stagnant energy. 3, 2. And as we release it into the earth to transmute, into our own energy to transmute, if you have that ability to, let all these stagnant energies feed you. Like as we transmute them through our own energy, Because you can perceive something as negative, but if you can transmute it, you can turn it into a positive. You can turn it into love. So for me, I'm someone that embraces both light and dark aspects of myself. So in spirituality, you can be a vampire, or you can take energy just as you can give energy. But what I've done is transmute those faculties. So if I have and this is gonna sound weird to some people, but I've had a near death multiple times, and when you have a near death, you actually do have death essence stuck wherever you had it, wherever you had death. So I was feeling dead, and these energies of death for so long rolling in my energy that I couldn't transmute it, and it was actually distorting my psyche. This is the same thing with mental health. It's something that you're not able to transmute, that you cannot deal with, and then it turns into depression, bipolar, ADHD, all these things that we put names to, but they are just energies when we think about them. So if you are source, if you are God, you are energy, you are that fucking sun, you are the all of creation, and you come into this body, this vessel, as an avatar of your higher self, a conduit of it, and then you come down here and you are a high level being. Maybe you spiritually know yourself, but that's going to have defects to your body and to your character. So the more energy, the more light or soul you had while incarnating, if your body couldn't encapsulate it, then it'll turn into bipolar or ADHD or all these things that we call illnesses. So someone calls illnesses that were just created about 70 years ago, when they used to even say being gay was an illness. So we're letting these people tell us our mental health when we are the ones that control and dictate our mental health. If you've heard of the placebo effect, that's why when you go to a doctor, you feel better. Because even if they just gave you pills or this or that, you have mommy and daddy comforting you so that you feel better, and then you take your little meth pill every day, and then you're tranced out like a fucking robot, emotional, no emotions, and then you think that that's the norm, and you think that that's living, when that's not living. But as well, to go back to multidimensional awareness, so as I started to work on my perception of myself through different breathing forms, such as Vipassana, which means, I believe, to cut through, to break through, that theory or that philosophy helped me like a lot, especially as I was ending my journeys on the Qliphoth, in the Qliphoth. And what is it? So for like right now, okay, so I used to only be able to see through my two eyes, but now I'm at the ability where I can see behind me, I can see over there, I can see to the left of me, to the sides of me, without even viewing it. It's not fully complete, but as well, I can see through, like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, and then I just see through a wall. I can't like really physically see through it, but using my mind's eye, knowing that all of this is just a hologram, knowing all of this is just a projection of the higher dimensions and realms created into a physicality, just like we are. We are a projection of our higher self. It's higher, but it's not higher or lower. It's just there in the ether. And then we chose to incarnate as an aspect or fragment of our soul to live out this experience. So in a sense, we are entering into a game, and then we're playing it. Most people don't know the rules of the game, right? The rules, as much as society will tell you, there are no rules. The only rules are the universal laws in which you can use to better your life. The government gives you laws, you follow them, right? No one's following the universal laws. If you follow the universal laws, you're put into alignment with your destiny, with your divine and true will. And this is as well how you start to unlock or awaken these siddhis, these abilities in which aren't normal, such as For me, or they are normal, because that's the path of enlightenment. What we're doing is enlightening ourselves to what reality truly is. That's why if you look back in yogic texts, there were yogis that could fucking teleport, that could disappear, that could go into different dimensions and come out, that were immortal through their breathing and their exercises, because they weren't eating cheeseburgers at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? They weren't drinking fluoride water, you know what I'm saying? So that's why their bodies were like this. They talk about back in Egypt, our body was more electric. It was more holographic in nature. The electricity came from the foods they ate. They didn't really eat meat as much as people want to assume. I think they were pescatarian, maybe. But yeah, and that creates a natural alkaline system when you're only, like, you could say eating vegetables, or I don't even know what the fuck they were eating, honestly. But the more alkaline your body is, you're able to conduct this electricity through your circuits, through your meridian grids. The more that you have of yourself or your physical body online through your soul's energy, in a sense, the body's just a piece of meat. You ever see a dead body? No difference between that and a living body, other than the energy that animates it. Because I've seen some people that are dead have more vibrancy than some people living, and that's all because of what they choose to do and what they choose to cultivate, as well, who they choose to become. So as we live in this holographic reality, this fractal universe, we can awaken abilities such as, okay, I can see myself 360 view everywhere if I choose to. I can, in a sense, look through that building if I really choose to focus and see it. Because the other day, I was like, damn, I really want to see sunset. Couldn't see sunset, fucking building in the way. I don't even know how, but my mind's eye, the holographic software, it was still there, but I could just pierce through it and see it. And that was trippy even to me, because I wasn't trying to do that and I did that. So as well, these are the abilities of the shaman. You will awaken psychic abilities that will help you along your journey to better yourself. One ability I'm really good at is what's it called? It's not remote viewing. I can almost remote view any area. I've even remote viewed different dimensions, and that's why when people are like, "Oh, aliens abducted me," they're actually what's happening is their astral body is tapping into another dimension, and because it's so physical, like if you've ever done DMT before, it's so physical, it feels real. It's realer than here, way realer than here, because what we live in is a Maya. Is an illusion. And that's as we pierce through these layers, these veils of using our perception, or layers of perception, we peel back the layers and we start to see reality for what it is. And then as you see reality for what it is, you see who you truly are within, or you see who you are and who you are within. So you start to unveil all the illusions that you had of yourself, all this negativity, this self-doubt, this I can't do it, this fear, all of these human things that are keeping us at the same state and vibration. Fear is what keeps you in the same place. Afraid to quit your job, afraid to leave that person, afraid to just invest in yourself. We're so afraid of investing in ourselves. We will spend $60K on a fucking school just to go build that school up, when we could have. Why does no one see this? You can take $60K. I know you can't get like a loan, right? So like, in a sense, you can get a loan for school, but you can't get a loan for yourself. If you have $60K, you can quantumly leap your fucking life overnight. If you have $20K, if you have any amount, $4K in the bank, dude, make the right investments, you could have $20K next month. There's all these things that we can do for ourselves to better our life, and it's just because we're not choosing to do it. I remember before, I was lazy. I lacked discipline. I lacked meditation and all these faculties that help me out, that have really been saving my life. But if I would have never started that journey, if I never would have started meditating, and again, I don't come from a meditational path originally. I come from fucking Dr. Pepper, video games, anime and movies. That's all I did with my life, and hanging out with friends. That's all I did with my life. Then I woke up to meditation. Through meditation, I started to see that, oh, anime tells truths about spirituality. Through meditation, actually, honestly, the moment I started meditating is when my whole life shifted and my whole life changed. Once you start meditating, you can't go back. And meditation is the main key that a shaman can use, because meditation is just clarity. If you're never meditating, you're always on the outside, you're always on the ego surface. But if you're meditating, then you start to go within, and then you start to, all these processes and these thoughts come up and they arise for you to process, to understand, to ponder. And then from that, you're understanding more of yourself. So as you meditate, you understand more of yourself. More you understand of yourself, you master yourself, you master your life. And that's what a shaman is, someone that masters this reality, that masters this life through the mind, through the body, and through the spirit. Because what we do is we cleanse our mind, we cleanse our body in order to integrate our spirit, in order to integrate our soul. And as we integrate our soul and that light, that was the whole purpose of coming here. So that we can become our greatest version, that we can become our true version and live out the story, our hero's journey that we were meant to take. And with that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, family. I bid you adieu. Farewells, peace and blessings. But before I go, we're gonna get into one last breathing, and that'll be 3, guys. That'll be 3 breaths. And then we're doing it continuous. Don't stop in between. Last breath. Oh, that is bliss. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, that feels better than weed, honestly. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay. Hope this helped anyone. Have a beautiful day, guys. Peace out. Stay blessed. Bye from Bodhi. Bodhi, say bye. Say bye to them. Bye. Bye.